Welcome trainers, Watts here, and today we are doing a competitive analysis for Comfey. So getting into its stats first, it has an HP of 51, an attack of 52, a defense of 90, a special attack of 82, a special defense of 110, and a speed of 100. So the defenses are looking pretty good, but the HP is extremely low. However, if we compare it to Rotom Wash, it actually has similar defenses and a 17-point lower defense, but a 3-point higher special defense, with about the same speed at 50 to 51. So obviously, knowing Rotom Wash, we know just how tanking a Pokemon like Comfey could get even with its low HP. Now looking at the typing, it's going to be Mono Fairy, which is a decent typing. It's going to be weak to 2 types in Poison and Steel, and have an immunity to Dragon and through Resist. As for the coverage, that's just going to be able to hit 3 types for super effective and not be able to hit 3 types for neutral. Looking into the abilities, it gets Flower Veil, which stops stat reduction for any grass type teammates, including itself if it were to be grass type, but it is not in this case. It gets Triage, which gives priority +3 to healing moves, which is the same priority level as Fake Out, and is a higher priority than even Prankster. So Triage is a signature ability of Comfey, and it is a new ability in Generation 7. Next up, it gets Natural Cure, which cures status on Switch Out. As for the notable moves, it's pretty deep. It gets Moonblast, Dazzling Gleam, Energy Ball, Helping Hand, Leech Seed, Flower Veil, Draining Kiss, Grass Knot, Floral Healing, which is a signature move of Comfey that is also new, and it's going to act basically the same as Heal Pulse, healing an ally for up to half of its HP. And if you're on grassy terrain, which definitely could happen in the meta with Tapu Bulu being a very popular Pokemon, then it'll actually heal up to 2/3 of their maximum HP, which is just absurd. And it gets Aromatherapy, Taunt, Calm Mind, Light Screen, Trick Room, Dazzling Gleam, Rest, and Celebrate. It gets Celebrate in an event, so I don't know if it's actually legal in VGC, so that's why I put it in quotes, but I decided to put it there since I did not know. So moving on to an example set. Obviously with a move pool this deep, it's going to have a lot of options, so I only have one here, but there's definitely going to be way more options to work with. So this one's going to be Comfey with a Citrus Berry, a Bold Nature, Triage is the ability, with 252 in HP, 252 in defense, and 4 in special defense, with a moveset of Floral Healing, Leech Seed, Taunt, or Trick Room, and Moonblast or Helping Hand for an offensive option, and Protect. So this is going to be, I think, like a more standard way of running Comfey, but there's definitely a lot of interesting ways to work. You can definitely like run, Chesto Resto, since it gets Priority Rest, which is really interesting. And Priority Leech Seed is a really cool option for, stealing health from the opponents. Or you could go with Taunt or Trick Room, depending on what your team needs. Floral Healing, I think, is always something you want to go for with Comfey. Just a priority heal pulse is really, really crazy. And then it definitely wants an offensive option, so whether that be Dazzling Gleam, Moonblast, or Helping Hand, it's really up to you. But like I said, this moveset is really deep, so this Pokemon can go a long way in the creativity aspect. But if you just want a standard good set, I think this is a standard good set. And yeah, that concludes this analysis on Comfey. I think Comfey is actually really good, and it's not really seeing usage right now. It has a decent bulk, about the same as Rotom Wash, just with a worse defense. But if you max invest in HP, this thing is going to be really bulky, and if you are leech seeding recovery and grassy terrain recovering on top of that, that can get really intense. As well as a decent defensive typing and access to priority heal pulse is really, really crazy. And it gets Helping Hand, so it has offensive pressure as well. So overall, I think this Pokemon is pretty underutilized right now. It seems pretty good in the meta. It's a very nice support Pokemon, and priority right now is very good, I feel, with all the Trick Room that's active. You just have to be careful of Tapu Lele, but Tapu Bulu is slower, and I expect a lot of Comfey users will want to use Tapu Bulu since it helps it out a lot. So yeah, that concludes this analysis. Comfey is a really, really cool Pokemon. It's speedy even though it gets priority, so that's just an added bonus in case you want to moonblast and outspeed things. But yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out my other videos in this series and make sure to subscribe to see future uploads. Peace. And leave a like if you enjoyed. Peace guys.